Hi, it's Dorothy Kelty with Raccoon Alley Creations. And what I'm working on today is, because it's Friday, on the hashtag ABC April 2026 challenge. This is brought to you by Margaret at 7 Plaza Creations and Tony at Crafty by Tony, and their links will be below. Now, what does O stand for? Well, O stands for over the page and oval. So if you take if this is a page in your journal, this is going to go here. Now I have rough cut this to an oval, but I decided I would, sort of show you what I'm doing. This would be, it would be great to make a pattern for this. But this is the way I'd make the pattern too. Now this oval and this oval I got from a stencil, but it's a little smaller than what I wanted. So that's why I don't want to just exactly use this. I've had the stencil for years. Do not ask me where I got it. Okay, but what I'm going to do here, actually, I'm not going to copy this directly. Oh, by the way, this is a 1972, part of a 1972 calendar. And the texture of this, not sure what it is, but it's got a lovely texture and then all those wonderful numbers. Now, what I'm going to do is, at the top here, I want, it's going to fold over the page, so this needs to be attached. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this and just do, kind of a guideline to start. Now, again, I want this to be the same oval shape as this picture here. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut off the bottom here. Now on the inside, I have put lined paper, so as I cut it, it'll be the right, it'll be ready for kind of a hidden writing page too. So I'm just going around this, keeping it about, what is that, a little over ½ an inch from the edge, like that. Now, I want this side to be the same. So I'm going to take this, and I hope this works. I'm going to take this and put it around this side to, okay, so that will go right there. Let's just clip it in place, shall we? Okay, and down here, we'll also clip it in place. Now this bottom side is not necessarily the same as the other. This is how it seems like it's gonna fit flat, so we're gonna hope that I have this right. I just moved it out of the way a little bit once I thought I knew where I was going with it. Okay, so that looks pretty good to me. Let me just, the red line at the top is where it sticks together, so I just want to soften these edges a little bit with my scissors. So now we have this ready to go over the page. I could reinforce this with, the edge here with washi tape or with ribbon or something, just to make it a little stronger, and I may do that down the line, but for right now, I'm going to go ahead and decorate. Now I have two things. Oh my gosh. Where did the other important one go? I swear to you, it was right here. Oh, I am such an idiot sometimes. I just had it in my hand. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this is going to go on this side with the numbers showing, and this is going to go on this side, on the back side. So I'm going to start by putting this on because it's easiest. So this is a sticker. Once I get it separated, I will probably add a little extra glue just because over time things may not stay forever. That must have been cut or torn or something. Wow, is this? It is all cut and torn. I thought this was a solid page. It may have been cut in some shapes already that I didn't see. Oh. Well, let's see what I think about these. That was actually supposed to be the top. I think we're going to leave that alone. Interesting shapes are kind of fun sometimes. Huh. Well. I'm going to have to pay more attention to these whole pages. Okay, we'll think about that. Okay, on this one, I want this to go, but I think I want her to have some of a background behind it. Something that is going to be, that's going to let the numbers shine through. And you know what I might do? How does this look? Yeah, I might let that go over at the top. So anyway, I'm going to put the glue on the calendar page and then cut this to shape afterwards. Okay, so let's start with glue right here. Go along the edge. Whoops, don't get over the edge. Even if you do have your table covered. Okay, now let's put this, whoops, a little bit up at the top so it can go over a little bit. Okay, and now let's cut this to shape. I think we'll go ahead and put this over. Hold this part in place while I cut. If it goes over the edge a little bit, I'm not actually going to be too concerned about that. And this calendar page is rolling a little bit because the calendar is an extremely large one, and it was rolled up. Okay, that will reinforce the top edge of this. So, and if I don't want to do anything else to it, I don't have to. I'm going to ink the edges of this. This also was a calendar. This picture came from a 1908 calendar, but the calendar itself was, I think, in the 70s, and whatever year was the same as 1908. I always thought universal calendars were interesting, the way there's 14 of them, and they circle around among those 14 calendars, depending, one, whether or not it's a leap year, and two, but I looked up a universal calendar for this year, and I found that it isn't consistent. And I'm wondering if it changed in the year 2000. I haven't done research to verify that, but it seems logical, and I'd like to know if there's a new one now that's going to take care of the next 1,000 years. Okay, so we're going to put that on there. Now, there is a technique which I think is really pretty. Nope, I want more pink. That's not pink. Let's do this one. So I just have some ribbon scraps. It's a vintage technique that was used, and I am going to, not that one, this one. What I'm going to do is put 2 holes in this. So I'm going to come in from the side. Nope, that doesn't work. Let's see, it's not long enough is the problem. Let's see how far the crocodile can come in. I've been thinking that what I need to do is to buy one of those long arm crocodiles, and the reason is because my hands with my arthritis, I have trouble using the regular one. Well, that's not too much better, but we'll go with it. So I'm coming in there with a hole, and I'll come in over here. Now I want to line this up if I can, okay? And then, so one of the vintage techniques is just to feed the ribbon through and cut it. Now there's kind of 2 ways, I think, to do this. Let's see. We're going to come in from the top. See if this will work. I might need, oh, I went through all of them. I don't want to do that. I don't want to close it up. Okay. Okay, I need thinner ribbon. Let's just pull this out and see what I have. Now let's see. We are using pink, but there's also purple in this, so let's use this purple ribbon. See what else I have. Or what about green? I'm gonna pull that out. Oh, is this too light? I'm looking at the texture of the ribbon. It doesn't really match. Kind of might go okay, but it doesn't exactly match. That's white. That's red. This leftover ribbon came from a quilting friend of mine. This one, actually I'm gonna go with the brown. Brown isn't exactly found there, but it's one of those kind of rich, vintagey type fabrics. Now this is the shiny side. This is the dull side. Okay, now let's see if this will work. We're gonna go in from here. Go through here. Now one thing you can do is just bring it through and trim it on the sides like this. But what I'm gonna do is go through again. Need a little more, I think. Okay. It's actually kind of pretty twisty. I maybe end up sorry that I straightened that. Okay, so now we have this thread through like this, and then we're just going to take this, and I'm not going this way so it goes along with the shape of the edge. I'm going so that it goes against it. Okay, now let's see if this will stay put. And there we go. I think that's just fine. And you know what? I think that's all I'm going to do on this side. I think it's pretty. I like it. I think it's good. Okay, now I also have, on this side, I have the holes. And let's see, 1, 2, 3. There might be enough of this to go through this again. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. The first person who I heard call this vintage ribbon techniques, and she actually has a video on 5 ways to do it, was Dear Julie. Maybe I'll see if I can find that video and link it below as well. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, we'll cut this off. We'll cut this off. Okay, and then with this ribbon, or this lace rather, let me see if I've got one that has a whole flower. Right there. I'm going to cut this off. Let me go like this to start. Make it a little easier. Where did I get all this lace? I got a lot of my lace. I get a lot of my lace from Two Sister Jam. However, well, actually, I get most of my lace from either my sister Mary or from Who Gives a Scrap. I'm going to cut this off like this. Okay, and then let's just put this flower right here. It's not very, doesn't show up very well, but sometimes subtle is good. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, I don't want to use that. I don't want to use that. I don't want to use that. What if I put it? On this. Book page. Where's the book page? Okay, well we'll just go with this. I'm gonna take this and have to double check and make sure I have the right side that I'm gluing it so the right side is up. Okay, yeah. Huh. I'm trying to put glue not on the netting part that comes in between, but on the more solid parts. Okay, we're gonna cut this out. So you're seeing me stumble through with all my bloopers and everything in this. I try and prepare in advance so that my videos are not too long, because boy, can I get long videos if I'm not working on it. Okay, so we're just going to put that right there like that. And then this is ready to go over the page. You could put, well, you know what this would be cool on? Well, I'm not ready for that. So, okay, we're just going to put that flower there. So now we have over the page, oval, journaling. It's going to flip up. You could use a paper clip to hold it down there. And for right now, I'm going to clip these two the way I want them, hoping that they'll get used to it. But that's my O is for oval over the page flip. So I want to thank you again. I want to thank our wonderful creators, and I want to thank you for coming and visiting my channel. Thank you.